Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your September 1st to the 15th, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. Now before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Feeling yourself become calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe, loving space. All right. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Pisces, September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Alright, now before we turn these over, let's see what your chakra energy is for this time. Pisces, September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. These four. So we have play, the heart chakra. Do not forget to let joy and laughter and play and bliss into your life. You're going to be taking things rather seriously during this time. You're going to be rather intense. So here, Pisces, this is saying, let yourself have fun. Let your heart shine through, because that is where you feel the most you. When your heart, your joy, your laughter is shining through. And then we have abundance with the root chakra. As you let your heart shine, you are calling forth abundance into your life. You are looking at what really matters. You're looking at what truly makes you happy, what truly is what you desire from life. And that brings you an abundance, that brings you a brilliance. And it's not about accumulating more and more. It's about being very mindful about what you do accumulate. And it's about being very mindful about the way that you are moving forward and seeing that abundance, though in our world we like to say that it is more and more and more. It is the value that each item holds. And it is the passion that guides you forward to a beautiful life. And that is what abundance is. And that is what you're going to see abundance is for you during this time. And then we have relationships, which is the sacral chakra. this is where a lot of negativity from this life and past lives are held. And so there is a release of this negativity as you embrace your relationships, as you embrace the relationship that you have with yourself, as you embrace the relationship you have with your dreams and your desires and where it is that you want to be. The relationship, of course, that you have with other people is really coming to a place of value. You're going to be feeling with those people who you're like kind of on the fence with. You're going to be like, no, I'm not putting up with this nonsense. But then with the people that you truly love, you truly care for, you're going to find yourself more invested in those relationships. Just also make sure, because you're going to be, and you are, a very trusting and beautiful soul. So just make sure that their motives, okay, are as lovely as yours. Because there are going to be some people here where they just aren't quite what they seem. And I'm not saying that to make you doubt every single relationship that you're in, but it is somebody who has their own ulterior motives out. And that's where a lot of the scars with relationships have come with before, because they've put themselves first. And this could be, doesn't have to be romantic relationships, though those are the relationships that we think of when we see relationships. It can be, a relationship with a parent. It can be a relationship with a sibling, a friend, work relationships. There are going to be a myriad of different ways that you can connect with people. And it's just being mindful. It's also knowing to make sure that you remember that you matter, because it's going to be very easy for you, Pisces, to say, oh, don't worry, and kind of put yourself last and take away from what really matters to you to be able to be what matters to everybody else. And then we have inspiration. This is again the sacral chakra, and your sacral chakra is really strong. You're looking at things that have held you back in past lives, and that's also another relationship that you are healing and moving forward with, past life relationships, DNA relationships, and you are seeing yourself being inspired for a new horizon, inspired by the creative energy that is flowing through you. Now, the left-hand side of the tarot here in these lines, this is your inner self. The middle is your heart, your emotional self. The right is your public self. So let's see what they have to say. We have the Seven of Swords, the Magician, which is absolutely beautiful, the Eight of Wands, the King of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Swords, so you're definitely taking this gift as a king, the Four of Cups, Judgment, a resurrection. You have the Hermit, Virgo energy, time frame August 23rd to September 22nd, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. The repeat of the number 7 here is saying that you have to tell the truth. You just do. It's going to be so important to you to tell the truth, and also for those around you to tell the truth. There is also a sense of being very drawn to the more spiritual and to deeper knowledge, deeper understanding. And then you have another 10, but this one is the 10 that says, and they all live happily ever after. This is the 10 of blessings and beauty and joy and prosperity, and my absolute favorite card in the Minor Arcana. Let's see what the people who will aid you during this time. Pisces, September 1st to the 15th, 2020, Pisces. September 1st to the 15th, 2020, Pisces. September 1st to the 15th, 2020, Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Okay, fantastic. 4 to 8. We have the Princess of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody who knows their mind. This is somebody who has a very youthful energy, if not a youth themselves, and is curious, creative, inventive, and who pushes boundaries. Remember, with the people who aid and who you'll have to be mindful of, these don't have to be people that you know in real life. These can be people that inspire you in a myriad of different ways, and that touch your life in a myriad of different ways. It could be through their creative work. It could be through, television. It could be through books. It could be in any way that a bit of their essence steps into your consciousness. Then we have the Prince of Pentacles. slowly and steadily moving forward into prosperity, into abundance, into wealth. This is somebody who takes things very seriously, who looks at things very slowly and succinctly, and is moving towards passion and power and creativity. Creativity by creating the world that they want. And they're doing so, again, slowly, steadily, and succinctly. And you're going to find that this person helps you create the world that you want, slowly, steadily, and succinctly, but with a very solid and very firm foundation. This then leads you to Cernunnos. This is a Capricorn energy, December 22nd to January 19th. This is somebody who helps you break the chains of addiction, who helps you, step into your truth and your power. And it doesn't have to be addiction like drugs and alcohol and gambling, addictions like that. It can very well be addictions of self-doubt, of always questioning where you stand and, not speaking up for yourself, not claiming your voice, being a people pleaser, anxiety, doubts, and fears. You're stepping out of that and you're stepping into your power. And the Capricorn energy helps you see where you want to be, helps you see what you desire from life. Then we have the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody who you might think is very haughty at first when you first meet them. This is also somebody who knows their mind a lot, who takes in, has tremendous knowledge, tremendous understanding. And the thing is, with the haughtiness, because when I first saw the Queen of Swords, I thought, oh my gosh, she's so haughty. And I myself, as an air sign energy, I always pay very close attention to the swords, because the swords sometimes, people sit there and with the King and the Queen of Swords, they can make them very off-putting. And here, with the Queen of Swords, I thought, oh, they did it again. They made her off-putting because she's haughty, she's detached. And then one day I was using these cards and I realized, oh my gosh, it's the air. She's sitting back in her chair and the air is coming around her. The air is inspiring her. And that is what you're going to see. The very essence of existence is inspiration to this person and in conjunction to you. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is you taking up your knowledge, your inspiration, your talent, and moving forward. You're moving forward. Sometimes, at times it might feel like you're sneaking, like you're hiding, like you should be sharing more, but you're not going to. Like, don't share more, is what Spirit is really saying here. Because it's kind of like keep it to yourself. Keep to yourself what you want to create, what you want to cultivate, what you want to have within your life. Keep that to yourself and embrace the way that you are moving forward. The knowledge, the inspiration, the entitlement to your dreams. Because as you move forward, you're leaving some things behind. Most definitely, these things have hindered you, had weighed you down, and have made you doubt yourself. And you have no more room for that. And as you move forward, you move to your grace and to your blessings. And you're going to see that that for which you most wish for starts to come true. And it's not the wishes that, we make on crossed fingers and as we break wishbones. It is the wishes that we make in the depth of our soul and in the true essence of ourselves. When we say, I need to move forward. I need to be more. I need to embrace my soul and myself. And I need to feel happy within my existence and at peace within myself. And it leads you to the Magician. It leads you to a taking of Divinity's gifts and a moving forward in such beautiful understanding. There's a magic to you. And I knew this. It was so cool because before I even started shuffling the cards, I kept on seeing, 4-leaf clovers. And I thought, wow, what a lucky time. What a luck is with them. And you might not feel, Pisces, at all like luck is with you. Because a lot of times when Divinity is guiding us and keeping us safe and moving us forward, it is in really trying times. It is. And we can sit there and think, I've been forsaken. I've been forgotten. And I don't know how to move forward. I don't know where beauty or grace or power or my truth even is. And here with the Magician, you're seeing your power. And I know people might laugh and sit there and say, there's no magic in this world. And it might sound whimsical and like a fairy tale, but I like whimsy in fairy tales. There is magic in this world. Now you can believe in conjuring magic, that's totally cool. But the magic that I see is the bit of divinity within each and every one of us. The bit of power, the bit of grace that we never think to look for. that 99.9% of the world let slip through their fingertips, never touching on, never realizing, never seeing. And so the magician here tells us, as above, so below, as you think it, so it becomes. What are your main thoughts? What is your main focus? What is it that you desire? What is tumbling through your mind? That is what will be conjured. As above, so below. As you think it, so you become. As you feel it, so it will be. Change your mind and change your life. See what you are focusing on, see your truth, and then know that divinity has blessed you with power, with grace, determination, and insights. Because once you see this, once you start seeing the lucky star, and you're going to sit there and say something like, oh, I never win anything. Oh, I'm never lucky. Oh, it's always one tragedy after another. But then when you start to see, like, no, I am lucky. Pisces, you are an astoundingly lucky person. It's just part of your energy and part of yourself. There's a sense of fear here which can overshadow things because you're born under the moon, right? And it's fear. Everybody has fear. And we all think that our fear is only ours, right? And so here it is seeing that the shadows are not monsters. They are hidden truths. They are whispers. They are susurrations. They are secrets to be discovered. And as we move from fear to understanding and move to a place where we know that fear walks with everybody, but I am not going to let it rule me. That is when you claim your power, and that's when you start moving forward. And that's when the game has changed. For you, Pisces, the game is changing. And that's when things start moving forward in grace, in blessings, in speed, in determination, in knowledge, and in truth. And it's like, ready or not, here it comes. And you might not be ready. You might sit there and think, holy guacamole dip. Like, let me put the brakes on this. And you're not going to be able to. I mean, you can stop it. You can. You can turn away and say, I'm not ready. I don't want it. But if you go for this ride, and see where divinity wants you to be, how divinity, is guiding you forward, you're going to be surprised. You are truly going to be surprised at what lays ahead. Because there's air sign energy around you. There's this truth and this passion and this brilliance and this determination that is a part of you. This is the warrior king. And this is going to be an especially strong energy if you are a cusp baby with Aquarius. The air sign energy, the knowledge mixed with the heart is just going to be so intense that it can be overwhelming. Now, even if you're not a cusp baby, this is going to be intense. It's going to hit you hard. The way your heart and your mind start talking. And at first, it feels like they fight. It feels like siblings, where you sit there and you're like, oh my gosh, I know you two love each other, but I think you're going to kill each other. Just stop it. And so here, there is this sense of the mind and the heart starting to talk, starting to come together, with you looking at what it is that you logically say, okay, I want and I need, and you emotionally saying, I want and I need, and finding the common ground, finding the powerful truth. And as you see this and as you embrace this, you see and you embrace you. You're cutting through doubts and fears. You can be a bit blunt during this time, a bit sharp and a bit biting. That's part of the swords. That's part of air energy. But it is also saying here, be mindful of your words. Speak with kindness and with grace, because you're also going to be very good at that. And you're going to find that the message that you need to get across comes across. That there is a power, a determination, an insight, and a passion to you. That others see that you are guided by, and that helps open the door to you to know your truth and to know where you stand. The mind is very important. You start with a swords energy, an air sign energy. You end with an air sign energy. The mind, the air that you breathe, the inspiration, the words that you say, very important. And standing your ground. And yeah, maybe feeling like you're being a bit sneaky. I'm moving in this direction and I'm not telling everybody. It's kind of like, okay, so my grandma always said this, my great-grandma always said this, my mom always says this. Don't tell everybody your business. Okay? Why? Because most of them will take you by eyes. And the others don't care. So instead of being jinxed, instead of, having people speak negativity over what you are cultivating and creating, and then other people just showing complete disinterest, keep it to yourself. Nurture it and grow it, because we see it here in the public arena, and it leads you to your happily ever after. Now, the happily ever after, the thing is that we always want fireworks. We want everything that the neighbors can see, everything that people can ooh and ah over. But this is going to be subtle. This is going to be graceful. This is going to be a beautiful existence that people might not ever sit there and think, you have it all together. They might sit there and think, okay, normal life. But there is gloriousness happening behind closed doors. And that is a supernova. That is absolutely amazing. That takes your breath away. It leads you to the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, as your knowledge and as your power comes in, you find ways to lessen the burden, to lessen the load, to sit there and say, I know the truth that I am walking into. I know the place that I need to be. And I am not carrying the burdens for everyone and everything. You tend to do that, Pisces. You will fall on your sword. You will sacrifice yourself. You will sit there and you will say it's for the greater good. And you will full-heartedly believe it. But the world doesn't think like you. The world doesn't see things the way that you see things. And it's unfair. Yeah, most definitely. But it is also a powerful lesson to know that you matter. And that you too need someone to help you with burdens along the way, to ease your load and move you forward in grace. Because as you do this, as you come to this completion of a cycle with your passion, with your determination, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, hands you a gift of knowledge. This is the Fibonacci sequence, the pattern in mathematics that shows up time and time again. And it is beautiful and it is breathtaking. It is random and it is occurring and reoccurring. And it shows that there is a connection, that there is a pattern to existence that isn't fully explainable. And that knowledge opens up doors. That knowledge fuels you here with your magic, with your power, and it takes you out of the chaos that you've been living in, out of the doubts, the fears, the apprehensions. And it moves you, as you get this gift, this knowledge, emotionally. You're like looking over here, right? You're looking this way, and you're thinking, man, same old, same old. Divinity is telling you to turn around, to look at things differently, to start seeing a different pattern within the world. Blessings, beauty, truth, grace. And as you embrace it, you embrace you. As you love it, it loves you. Because Divinity says, I'm handing you this gift. And though you're not seeing it right away, because you have the magician here, you are definitely taking it. And as you take it, you start to see the love that you want in your life coming forward. You start to see the truth that molds you, giving you hope and blessings and understanding. And it leads to a resurrection of self. It leads you to rising up. And it has been a long time coming that you rise up. Rise up into your power. Rise up into your grace. Know that your angels are right around you, saying you are to succeed. You are to be blessed. Embrace it, because it's embracing you. And as you are resurrected, as you rise into your power, you turn inward. You look at what you desire and what you hope and what you need. This is a Virgo energy, August 23rd to September 22nd. And this is saying the light shines within. For you, Pisces, during this time, the light shines within. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it is a man holding this lantern right here with a star inside of it. And the light shines from there. Here, the light shines within. And it's in the quiet moments. Especially with your connection at night. Okay? To let the light shine forward. To let your truth be a part of you. To listen. And now, Pisces, some of you are going to like to always have noise around. And I get it. I definitely do. But quietness is going to be so important. Filling your ears with the sounds of crickets. With the gentle, caress of the wind through the trees. That's going to be so important. Filling your ears in the daytime with birds singing and children laughing and, you know, all of that. All of that noise of simple creation and simple life. That is going to be really, really important to you. And that's what guides you forward. That is the knowledge, the truth, the blessing, and the grace. And at times in the public arena, you're just going to find that you need to step back, and you need to say, I need to let my light shine. If you're at work, go to the restroom, take a few deep breaths in, or, go outside, take some deep breaths in, and connect. Connect with you. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. And as you recharge, you shine bright. You shine brighter. And you're going to see that people are drawn to you. And that you are drawn to you in a different way. It's going to be very odd. Instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I need to escape, it's like, oh my gosh, I have the answers. like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize this. It leads you then to the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is chaos. It is. And I know something so beautiful leading to chaos is like, wait, what? And you even have the blessings here, and it leads to chaos. Because it's saying you're looking within, and you're seeing everything inside of you that's like a stirred up swamp. And you're thinking, man, how am I ever going to clean that up? Like, how am I ever going to get to where I want to be in life? Because there's so much muck and mire that I have to tread through. Now, this can also be externally. Fights that start off small and escalate into something huge. And you're sitting there and you're looking at it and you're like, I don't even know how I got here. But with the Five of Wands, it is saying, look at what you desire. Look at what you want and what you need. And be grounded within yourself and know your truth. Because as you do so, excuse me, as you do so, you have the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to want things to happen more quickly. And you're going to be frustrated, annoyed, angry at yourself that they're not happening quickly. But remember, our existence works in divine time, not our time. I know people sit there and kind of laugh at that and say it's divine time, come on. It's how hard you work at it, it's how much time and effort you put in. Have you ever seen people who work 80 million bazillion hours a day, who just, they push and they push and they push and they are determined and they push and they're like, I'm going to get there. And they don't get there. They get frustrated. And then all of a sudden, they'll talk to somebody or they'll do something or they'll stop pushing and then the door will open. Have you ever seen that in your own life? That's divinity saying, it's not your time, it's mine. You don't get to push the door open. I will open it for you and gladly. And sometimes the way that we're pushing, divinity has a door opened that would be perfect for us if only we looked. If only we looked. So here with the Four of Cups, divinity is opening that door. And as things change, you start to see it. You walk through and divine timing starts to ripen what you have planted, what you desire from your life. Remember, we can. We can force things. We can pick the fruit before it's ready. We can cut it up. We can sprinkle it with sugar. And it's good. But it's not as good. It's not as good if we let it ripen itself. So here, be patient. And be kind with you. And don't sit there and think that life has to operate on a clock. That the world says you have to do this at this time and everybody does it. Like lemmings. You have to do this at this time and everybody does it. No. Go to the beat of your own drum. Listen to your divine clock. And it will surprise you at the timing of things and the way things unfold and happen. It then leads you to the happily ever after that everyone on this earth searches for. Everybody wants. Everybody wants that love, that joy, that kindness, that happiness, that grace. Everybody wants a happily ever after in their life. Here you are getting it. And it might be that everything falls into place and for a little while there you sit back and you think, wow. And it might be that you start to see things falling into place. You start to see love moving you forward. You start to see life bringing you joy. You start to see it. And it starts to see you. And because the door is opened to the joy and to the love and to the beauty into the kindness, into the acceptance. It pours in. And it revitalizes you. It brings you to an end of a cycle. There was heartbreaks and pains and disappointments and lessons and it brings you to somewhere beautiful. Now let's go deeper. Pisces. Show me more deeply for Pisces, September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. Show me more deeply for Pisces, September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. Show me more deeply for Pisces, September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. And before we dive into the tarot, let's see what people you have to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Pisces needs to be mindful of? September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. Who are the people Pisces has to be mindful of? September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic, these three. We have the King of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody who is very blunt, who believes that knowledge trumps everything else, who is rather mean in the way that they speak and in what they say. And this is a sense of a person who doesn't think about feelings. And Pisces, you live in the realm of the heart. So you're just not going to get on with them. And yet you have the King of Swords right here. This air sign energy, if this is a person in your life, this air sign energy, you definitely get along with. So you have a positive King of Swords and you have a negative King of Swords. And then we have the King of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is somebody very selfish, very selfish. These people do not necessarily have to be just air sign energies or water sign energies. They could have a lot of air sign or water sign in their chart, or the personality traits that they are projecting out or showing is very, very King of Swords, very King of Cups. So here, this is somebody very self-centered, very self-centered. They rule their life of one. They only care about themselves, and that is really it. And they can have a fierceness to them because they have this Irish wolfhound right there behind them, who Irish wolfhounds are tremendously sweet, the ones that we have today. But back in ancient Celtic times, they were the dogs that ran beside beside the charioteers and beside the people who fought, and ripped down the enemies. So there's a fierceness to them, and there's a fierceness to this person that they can seem really nice, really sweet, and then change just on a dime. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. Don't trust this person. And then you have the Queen of Cups. It's very interesting that you have water sign energy here. It can be that this person very much manipulates your good nature and knows how to manipulate your good nature and takes advantage of it. So just be mindful of that. This is a person who is too emotional. This is a person who really likes drama and trauma, and you don't. You like a healing, calm path. And this is a person who's trying to steer you away from that. You have the Six of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Coins. The Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands, you're really releasing a load that you have been carrying over your heart. It has to do with your passion, your creativity. You have the Page of Cups. You're becoming a student of what your heart wants. This is you in the minor arcana. And then you have the Queen of Cups. This is you in the major arcana, really embracing what you love and what you desire. This could be a couple. This could be, because these two people, whenever I have the King and the Queen from the same suit, from the same deck, as I have the King and the Queen up here from the Druidcraft deck, this is a soulmate connection. So these could be people who have a soulmate connection with you, but I don't see soulmate connections as love connections. Soulmate connections for me are people who know our souls in past lives, in this life. And this is a sense of them manipulating your heart. Yeah. Ooh. And then we have here the Hangman. You see things differently than everybody else. And that's one of your blessings, and that's also something that you may see as a curse, that you don't see things the same way. The Eight of Cups, you're walking away from something you once thought you would love. And you have judgment, just as you've had judgment before. Where was it? In the heart. Right here, in the rising up. And here you have judgment. You rise up. You are a phoenix from the ashes. And you rise up with your angels right there with you. The Six of Wands, celebrate. Start to celebrate yourself. The Six of Wands, and the best way for me to put it, and that I think it gets it understood the most, is it's a really good boss. The Six of Wands is that really good boss, that person that you want to work for, that person that makes you feel valued and honored and respected, and that, you like talking to. And the other hand, the boss that always nitpicks, who you can never do enough for, who is rude and demands instead of, talks to. The boss that nobody likes, okay? The Six of Wands is saying, what type of boss will you be? Who do you want to be in your life and for yourself? And that then moves you to the Nine of Swords. The worries, the doubts, the fears, the nightmares, the insomnia, the thinking things over and over and over again, and feeling like you can't get ahead because you can't rest, you can't be. This is saying it's time to be done with nightmares. It's time to stop overthinking and overanalyzing and thinking that you deserve to be on the outside of wealth and prosperity and bounty. And saying it's time that I embrace my truth, my power. And I'm not going to let doubt rule me anymore. It leads you to the Four of Coins. You're breaking vampiric energy, because the Four of Coins for me is vampiric energy that's trying to keep us from our wealth and our power and our prosperity. I like to visualize the white light of spirit around me. Okay? Golden light, whatever color light you want. And then see your seraphim with their flaming wings, and their flaming sword. See them cutting through that golden light. And for a moment there is nothing. There's blackness, there's emptiness, there's peace, there's quiet. And then within heartbeat beats, within, blinks of an eye, the light is returned. It shines brighter than ever before. And it is cleansed of all the impurities like sewer sludge that have run through it. Do this multiple times a day, Pisces. Cleanse yourself. Find a prayer, a ritual that speaks to you, that you could do quietly in your own head, that connects you, that grounds you, that roots you to creation and greatness, to divinity and to power. Because it's time here that you celebrate you and purge yourself from the negativity, from the vampiric energy, from the nightmares that have held you back. It leads you to the Ten of Wands. Putting down of burdens and not carrying everybody else's. Your load is enough. It leads you to being a student of your heart, your soul, and yourself. It leads you to getting messages from Spirit that make you into a queen. Compassion, loving truth, the most caring and the most nurturing queens, second only to the Empress. And here you embrace that love, that passion, that contentment, that truth. And you let your heart shine. And you know that there is beauty to your heart and grace to your soul. It leads you to the Hanged Man. You see things differently than everybody else. That is one of your blessings. That can also make things very difficult for you, because you'll be like, why can't I just be like everybody else? Because you're here. And I firmly believe that anybody who stumbles upon this channel, they're not like everybody else. They're not seeking the same answers. They're not content with the same truths as others. You want deeper, you want more. That's what you're here. That's why you're here. And that's what you're here for on this earth. It leads you to the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from what you once thought you would love. The Eight of Cups, and the best way that I can put the Eight of Cups, is a pair of shoes that's really, really pretty. Looks great on, right? Goes with everything, or just is fun. And they hurt like nobody's business. You can't walk in them. I used to have a closet full of shoes like that. Very, very pretty, but you couldn't walk in. You could walk for like 15 minutes. They were really pretty sitting shoes. But here's the deal. Shoes are meant for exploration. Shoes are meant to bring you on journeys and adventures. They're not meant to be pretty while you sit. The Eight of Cups is saying it's time to walk away from what no longer fits. It's a divorce. It's an ending as severe as a divorce, and it doesn't have to be from a relationship. It can be from a mindset. It can be from letting other people's voices rule you. Worries, doubts, fears, and nightmares. And it's walking away. It's like it once was pretty. It once was enticing. But the bloom is off the rose. And it will never come again. You don't want it. And there's nothing wrong with that. And it leads you to a resurrection of soul and of self. An empowerment and an emboldenment, and being emboldened, there we go. To claim your happily ever after. To let your angels guide you and walk with you. As grace becomes a part of your soul and yourself. Let's see what your spirit animal message is. Pisces. September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. September 1st to the 15th, 2020 Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. You have the flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. Also know that you are taking in a lot of the energy that is around you. And you have to be very mindful of this. Because remember, flamingos, they're white birds. They're white birds, and they turn pink because of the food that they eat, the fish that they eat. So know that the energy that you take in will affect you in a way that others can see. But that changes you outwardly. So be very, very mindful of that. Embrace the in-between. Embrace the fact that not everything is black or white. Black print, white page. It is a myriad shade of gray. It is a depth and a dimension that is really quite beautiful. And you're really going to love living there, instead of in one truth or another, or one way or another. This leads you to the wombat spirit. Be at home. Be at home within yourself. Be at home within your grace. Be at home within your beauty. Be at home within you. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the outer spirit. You are never alone. And even if you feel like you are utterly alone in this world, know that your angels and your spirit guides walk with you, and that your angels are right there with you during this time. You are never alone. You have one otter here, you have one otter here, and they create love. The subconscious person message is the High Priest, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, time frame April 20th to May 20th. This is truth, and this is believing in the truth in you. Because the High Priest is the Pope in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, is the Hierophant. And this is a person who is King of Kings. This is a person who knows their truth and knows their power and moves forward in it with blessings and beauty, guiding them and becoming them. This leads you to your subconscious chakra message. Peace, the crown chakra. Be crowned with peace. Subconsciously, you want to walk in peace, to embrace peace, and to know peace. Your subconscious tarot message is the King of Pentacles. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is your prosperity. You have very strong kingly energy around you. Of course, you also shine through as a queen, so that is beautiful. There's a balance to you here, of masculine and feminine energy. But this is a king that can put the pieces of the puzzle together, that looks at the bigger picture and sees what he truly desires, what he truly wants, and knows the power of his will, his soul, and himself. This is you embracing your abundance. This is you knowing the seeds that you are planting. And this is you walking in prosperity. Subconsciously, you know that you are achieving something great. This leads you to your subconscious tarot message to go deeper. And it is the Ace of Coins. There's a lot that you are balancing, the spiritual and the practical, the desires of others, and your own dreams. And this is saying that you forget about yourself. You're looking at the future, you're looking at the past, but you forget about the present and the now. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. Make sure you take care of you, as you are balancing so much. Beauty, prosperity, and bounty comes. Let it become a part of you. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And I said the ace, and I just said the two of coins, which is absolutely what I saw. So there's a balance that needs to come in. But this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of prosperity. You are most definitely taking it. Most definitely taking it. And as you take it, you see power and beauty and bounty becoming part of your luck, becoming part of yourself. Yes, luck is on your side. And you have to balance yourself. You have to center yourself in order to see it. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a rising of positive energy, a moving forward in grace, beauty, and prosperity as you embrace the unique beauty that is you, as you step into your power and you reject the negativity of the past. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and harmony, Pisces.